country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Utes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's back. He's got the back in the middle. Stopped after making the catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On second down, looking to throw. He's got it down the right side. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Georgia. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Fair catch called for and made. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's rising. Quarterback moving. Hit as he throws. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Stanley. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
On the run, it's Stanley. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's back. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Utes! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. look at this Bulldog offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's back. Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired when you're going down in the fourth quarter.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch past the sticks. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
The Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. On the run, it's Etienne. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's back. Rifles it down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already thrown one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Final play of the quarter coming. Trying to find his man on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense working from the pistol. Going to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking for a man. It's Rising. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive, almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
After the misfire, now on second down. They go to the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quickly out to the tight end. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They're going to run it to the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Rising. Picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker. Always, that's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Using his legs, it's Bernard. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try it over the left side. Still running at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
They'll give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw. It's back. Going for it all. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Not on this play.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
And that lead grows even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Rising. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
That's a great job by the wide receiver there on a critical down. 3rd down, running the curl route, coming back to the football, making the catch, and picking up the 1st.
And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man, it's Parks. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Hey, just a great job by the defense. 1st down, the whole menu's open to the offense. They try to slip in the screen pass. They see it right away, get him on the ground for no gain.
They're going to throw it again. That's caught. It's Parks. They get him down after he makes a catch.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Alford. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The sure hands, it's Bernard. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fair catch, called for and made. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dan.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's back. Finds his target down the middle. And it's on the ground. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. And give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
We've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to run for it. The Utes pick up the first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Rising. They're bringing heat. It's complete on the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yard.
He uncorks one deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Dances away to buy time. Fires into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The run to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
The Utes will have a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. Now improvising. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They're trying to get to it. Smashes through. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-timer.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed, defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice, and it's nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5. And those linebackers get to come downhill, make plays in the backfield like you saw right here.
He just refused to go down, kept finding space, and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's rising. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Got it in the middle. It's Stanley. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Let's go. He wants to throw. Extending the play.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. On the run, it's Bernard. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going for it on 4th down.
Touchdown, Utes! They take the lead with the 6. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield. It's Beck. He makes the connection.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Running back searching for a hole. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Utes will have it 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Utah 21, Georgia 17.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Here comes the option. And they're able to make the tackle.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is the hardest part of the field to execute a 3rd and long. Everybody drops back now, and they're just covering the red zone area. So little space to cover. But the good news is now 4th and long makes the decision easy. Kick the field goal.
It's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
2nd down coming up. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's back. Trying to get to him. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. He's looking to throw. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Now, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Stanley. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Rising. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He'll start this drive firing, throwing right. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
To the air. It's Rising. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Just going to keep it after the snap. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Glover. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The Utes are on the move. Here's the handoff. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.